How's it going, everybody? Welcome to my game pickup series where I sort of once a month or so I show you the latest games I've managed to pick up, like in my travels and hunts online. Um, I've got a few different games from a few different consoles to show you. This month probably I've got two of my best finds I've probably ever had in terms of like value of how much I've paid versus how much a game's worth. But I don't sell on games or anything like that. I only get games to keep for me, and I only get games that I intend on playing. So we'll group it like we did last time by games by console kind of thing, and we'll start as if you've watched the previous video, which I'll link to in the description below. You'll know that I'm collecting for PSP games at the minute because over here in the UK they're super cheap, and I feel like they're eventually going to become like a lot more collectible like down the line. And there's some just absolutely fantastic games on PSP. There's a bunch of just brilliant games from like really big franchises as well. And I've got five new games to show you. So the first one I picked up is Medieval Resurrection. This series, I played the first one and the second one on PS1 back in the day, and I didn't even know there was one on PSP, honestly, until I saw it for £1. Saw it for £1. It's in fantastic condition. The only problem is it's got one of these stupid stickers. Like, you may recognise that. That's the pre-owned label from games, from Game, and that's not where I got this from. So it's obviously been in a few different, been to a few different shops and stuff. But other than that sticker, which I kind of, if I pull that off, that'll probably ruin the entire case. But other than that, that's in really good condition. I also managed to get Outrun 2006. Never played a console version of this before. I've only ever played it in the arcades. But it's got all of the modes that are in the arcade. Like, the case is not in great condition. You can see it if I hold it at this angle. It's got this bloody horrible, like, sticker residue on it. Not in fantastic condition, but again, really cheap. And I love the game in the arcade, so I haven't given this a try yet, but I'm hoping it's good. What else did I pick up? So last time you'll remember maybe that I picked up a game called Daxter, which was a spin-off from the Jak and Daxter series, and I played that and I beat it, and it's genuinely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best platformers I've probably ever played. Really good. And it's made me go on, and I went and picked up the fully fledged Jak and Daxter game on PSP, Lost Frontier. And I've never played Jak 3. I've only played 1 and 2 on PS2. But this is set after the end of the third game. So it's like an entirely new storyline set at the end after the end of the third one. And it's really good so far. It's a lot more like the later Jak games in that there's a lot of shooting and stuff. It's less about just platforming. It's kind of got all kinds of different things. There's bits like turret sections and all that kind of stuff. I haven't played huge amounts of it yet, but what I've played so far is good. And the fact it's in the Essentials range, I presume, it means it's sold a fair few copies. So that's a pretty cool game. And another one that I didn't even know was on PSP, Ape Escape P. Again, I've never played a proper Ape Escape game before. I had the original one. There was a demo for that that came with my PS1 when I got that when I was little, and that's all I've ever played of Ape Escape. But it's something I've always wanted to like give a try sometime. So I've picked this up and I've played it maybe a couple of hours. I've put into it on PSP, and it's really good. The camera controls are terrible, genuinely terrible on this, but the like the humor and stuff like that is just fantastic. Really fun game so far. But that's good. I picked that up. But this is the main one I picked on PSP that I was super happy to find, because I've got it in a collection, but I've got Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and it's in genuine mint condition, absolutely flawless condition. Fantastic artwork on the case, super anime, but really cool. I've got it in I think it was in 2.5 collection. I've got both 1.5 and 2.5. I can't remember which one it was in. I think 2.5. But yeah, I wanted to play the proper version on PSP, and I'm nearly done with it now. I've put more time than I'd like to admit into it. I spent a lot of time playing because I love the Kingdom Hearts games. Now the only one I don't own is the one on 3DS, which is I can't even remember what the name of the 3DS one is off the top of my head, but that's the only one I've got left to pick up now. Dream Drop Distance, right? That's the only one I haven't got now, and that's next on the list for Kingdom Hearts games when I can see it for cheap. The problem with like a lot of Nintendo stuff and 3DS games and stuff is they never get cheaper. It seems like they're always super expensive. So right, so that's all of the PSP games I've picked up this month. Next up, I've got just 2 PS3 games. Now, I didn't even intend on picking these up, but they were cheap, and I thought, why not? So the first one is Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. Now, it generally didn't get very good reviews, honestly, but I absolutely love the Ninja Gaiden games. Huge fan of Ninja Gaiden, and I kind of just wanted to see for myself. It was like, I think it was £2 on PS3 Special Edition, and the cool thing about it is it came with this little comic book as well, just inside the case, which I thought was really, really cool. Little Dark Horse comics. So I thought that was pretty cool. That must be the bonus for the special edition, because that says this is the special edition version. Disc isn't in it because that's in my PS3 at the minute. That's what I'm playing. But I've played like 2 levels of it, and the camera is a bit crap in it, and it's super over the top, and it's got zombies in it for some reason. And you don't play as Ryu, you play as someone trying to hunt Ryu down. But yeah, I haven't played it a lot, but I love Ninja Gaiden, so I wanted to give it a try and just see for myself. But for £2, you know, you can't complain, right? And the other one I got is something I've had on my list for a while, and honestly, the case is kind of in not great condition. It can be cleaned up though; it's not irreparable. But I got the Silent Hill HD collection, which has got Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 remastered. I've already got Silent Hill 3 on PS2. Don't have the second one, and I've never played it, but apparently it's supposed to be one of the greatest horror games ever made. Ever. So, really looking forward to trying it. And maybe, like, I might hold off on playing it. I'm not in any hurry to do it. Maybe when we get to, like, Halloween time, we'll do content, and I'll do some videos of Silent Hill 2. Super cool. And it's apparently, like, as some of you may know, I'm a bit of a trophy hunter. It's supposed to have one of the hardest platinums ever on Silent Hill 2 HD. So maybe we should go for it. So yeah, that's all of the PS2 games. I didn't get much, but I've got 3 more games that I picked up that I'm super happy for. Keeping with the horror theme, as you guys may know, if you've watched a few of the previous videos, I got a Dreamcast recently. I picked up Code Veronica on the Dreamcast. Saw this online, £5. The case, it's got the problem like I found with a few of these, where you see it in the corner, the plastic is broken off. But yeah, which is a shame. The case isn't in the best condition. I don't know if you can just buy cases online for Dreamcast games and then just replace them. But the games are in mint condition. The manual's in mint condition, and it's even got the original little advertising slips and all that sort of thing. But yeah, never played this one, never played Code Veronica, but saw it and got to pick up for £5, bargain. So yeah, managed to get that on Dreamcast. They're supposed to be really, really good as well. That's great. So the next 2 are 2 of the best finds I've ever had. That's a game collector. They're not on the level of finding like a sealed copy of Earthbound or anything like that by any means, but super, super happy. Like every time I go into town locally, I always have a look around like the charity shops and stuff like that for games, and both of these finds are from charity shops. So the first one is Persona 4 with the soundtrack sealed. Got that for £3. Super happy. I already have it, but I've got a sealed copy of it. And so I saw that, I couldn't leave it there. Couldn't leave it on the shelf. Just couldn't. Not selling it, keeping it, but super happy to find it. It's just it's in my probably in my top 5 games ever made. Fantastic. If you haven't played it, It's also on Vita, the Persona 4 Golden. Get it. Fantastic. Probably one of the best JRPGs ever. Really, really cool. And the version I already had didn't come with the soundtrack, so I'm kind of torn. Do I open it so I can have the soundtrack CD, or do I leave it sealed so it's worth more money? It's a bit of a conundrum, to be honest. But yeah, super happy I managed to find that. Still sealed. Amazing. And then the other one is something that I've been on the lookout for a long, long time. It's I'm a huge Zelda fan, and the one game, well, I haven't played all of the Zeldas, but the one that I've wanted to play for ages and just never have got round to it is Majora's Mask. And I've seen it like about on 3DS, and it's still quite expensive. And it's like, I'd rather play the original on N64. And I was just browsing through an Oxfam charity shop, right? And I was looking through, they had a wall of VHS tapes and like old videos, and I always look through there because sometimes you find like random games and just bits and pieces just sort of thrown in, like, you know, they just chuck stuff in a lot. And I saw this just sitting like this, and I thought, what the fuck is this? It's a boxed, mint condition, genuine mint condition, like the manual and everything is perfect copy of Majora's Mask. £2. And I felt bad when I got it, so I chucked him a £5 in their like collection box because it's an absolute fucking steal. Yes, I finally have Majora's Mask, and not only that, I have it boxed on N64. Super happy to have it. And there's something I will be doing videos of it on the channel, because it's one that everyone says to me is really good. It's a lot different to most Zelda games. It's darker, it's got like a weird mechanics that you don't find in the other entries and stuff. I'm like really happy to have found it. Can't wait to play it. So I've had a really good month this month for finding games. Like I say, sealed Persona, picked up Code Veronica, got my Majora's Mask. Fantastic month for games. So I'm always excited to hear what you guys find. So if you're a collector and you've found anything cool, let me know what you found. Show me pictures on Twitter and stuff like that. Because it's always exciting to hear, because I just love like collecting games, just finding stuff. It's kind of exhilarating, really, when you find something quite rare and you're the first one to see it, you know. Yeah, they're my pickups for this month. I'm definitely going to do a Let's Play for Code Veronica. Definitely going to do one for Majora's Mask and stuff, so keep tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll see you next month.